Welcome back to the channel, all you wonderful people out there. It looks like, and I've been saying this for a while, we might be in for a beautiful bull run 2024. I think sometime in 2024. No guarantees, but we keep getting one bullish indicator after another, one bullish catalyst after another. No different today. This article is titled Ex-Banker gives reasons why this bull run will be a special one for XRP. We've heard this before, but let's find out what this banker has to say. It says, quote, this bull run, this is from someone named Kyron. It says at no BS crypto. All right. It says this bull run will be a special one for XRP. I agree that definitely is a high possibility. I think this bull run for a few coins is going to be bigger than the last one. All the catalysts are there, more building, more partnerships, more reach, a little bit more clarity. Everything is in our favor and more capital coming. That institutional capital. Let's keep going. It says last cycle, we saw heavy suppression and inactivity due to the whole lawsuit issue, but things have changed since then. In fact, change might be an understatement, as Ripple has flipped this around into the most bullish outcome possible. And let me tell you something, I can't wait for that next bull run. Being as patient as I possibly can, patience is in me. But I can't lie that I am waiting. I'm excited about it. I can't wait till it occurs. I'm going to feast. I'm going to tell you right now, things are going to move very fast when that time comes around, because on short-term plays, I'm going to feast. It says here, why XRP's coming bull run will be special. According to Kyron, the previous bull run was marred by heavy suppression. Yeah, that's correct. And inactivity due to the SEC lawsuit involving XRP and Ripple. As a result, XRP failed to engineer a significant bullish trajectory like other digital assets, which reclaimed new highs. Let's go here. It did pretty good, though. However, Kyron believes Ripple has successfully turned the tables. I agree with that. Transforming the situation into the most bullish outcome possible. He first highlighted that the legal landscape. Well, hold on. Let me add something in there. Also, keep in mind how many more meetings have been had between Ripple and the banks. How many more corridors have been built, right? How many more large institutions have said that they're bullish on XRP and XRPL, but they're waiting for further developments. I'll just say that. And those who know, you saw the evidence of that. You saw what they said. Right. I showed the document. Right. OK, so they said that themselves. But all of that is building. All of that is there when it wasn't there before. There's so much that has been added now. And then don't forget them deploying that new CBDC platform. Right. For retail as well as wholesale. Before we were just heavy with wholesale. Now there's a possibility we might take a little piece of that retail money, which, listen, whether XRP moves a piece of that retail or Stellar moves all of that retail, it really don't make a difference. Algorand, either way, I'm going to win. I'm well diversified in all of them. Diversification has nothing to do with belief in one coin. It has nothing to do with that. It's about making money wherever you can make money and not putting all your eggs in one basket. That's just being wise. You can reach a certain point where you have enough of a certain asset and you move on to other ones because you know what's enough for you. Right. It's the same thing like with gold. Let me use gold as an example. Because some people say that. They say, well, if you really believe in a project, why aren't you all in on this one project? Well, what do you mean all in? What is all in? If you put a ton, oh, my word. If you put a ton of capital, I'm trying to keep it obtuse, a ton of capital into this one asset, right? And you feel like you have enough. There's nothing wrong with moving on to another asset, diversifying. Let's go get some money over here. Let's go get some money over there, right? Same thing with, let's take gold as an example. Let's say I feel like I have enough gold, which at a lot of different points I have felt that way. I'm going to move on to silver next because I know silver has a high possibility of skyrocketing over the next 2 years, possibly. It's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm going to diversify into other things like platinum. because I feel like I can make some money there on a dip. It's the same way that people look at palladium. Like recently, palladium went down. Just as an example, palladium went down. Out of nowhere, you heard people ready to feast. You saw all these articles being written. Oh, palladium's down. Is this the time to get in? Well, it was. It looked like it went back up a little bit. But it's about opportunity sometimes. Everybody has different reasons. Opportunity, the ability to make money in different ways, not just in one way in case that one way doesn't go, because that's just reality. Sometimes things don't work out the way that you want it. You want to be able to have some maneuverability. That's just being wise. Never put all your eggs in one basket. I'm all for that. Sometimes it's about fun. You want to have fun with different stuff. You want to see, okay, I made some money over here. Can I make some money over here, over there? Right? I mean, there is a little bit of fun involved as well. There's all of these different factors, but really what it boils down to is what do you want to do? It's all about what you want to do. You know, once again, I read these types of things where people say stuff like that. And it's really just manipulation tactics. It's mental warfare, spiritual warfare. All of that stuff is going on right now. You know what I mean? People want to move you this way or that way. There's a lot of control battles going on. But at the end, in the end, you must center yourself, stay focused, and ask yourself, what do you want to do? What's best for you and what's best for your family? What's best for your path moving forward? And then believe in yourself, trust in yourself, and you take that pathway forward. There's going to be a lot of voices saying a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that they know what's best for you. It may sound good, and they may know what's best for them, but they can't possibly know the intricacies of your situation. You know, so lead yourself. That's how I personally feel. You know, so diversification is a way of leading yourself and insulating yourself and ensuring that you win in a multitude of ways. Why not? Especially if you feel like you have enough of that asset. I mean, what do you want? There's some people that could buy all of one asset. They could buy all of it all up. They have the capital to do so, but why do that? Like, no, you reach a certain point, right, where you feel like you have enough, and then you play the game. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm trying to be as eloquent as I possibly can. But a huge bull run looks like it is on the way. And it's going to be a very fun time, in my humble opinion. So now let's move on here. We're getting bullish indications from everywhere. Partnerships, major catalysts, black swan events that could also lend to the rise of XRP floating around constantly. You hear others talking about that. And you have the chartist also calling for bullish activities. I mean, it's very rare all of these different types of individuals line up. They're usually saying different things at different times. But right now, they're all saying the same thing. Like, hey, look, this is looking really, really bullish right now. This article here is from Cointelegraph.com. And it's titled XRP Price Bull Flag Hints at 20% Rally by New Year's. I'll take it. Yeah, I want to have a little bit of fun. That's not what I'm looking for, but I do want to have some fun. I want to see that green come in. I want to see it go up. I want the people to cheer and shout. I want that good time. Like, am I the only one who feels like that? I like to have fun. I like to have a fun time. And then when it's time to flip that switch and the real game for the real game to get started, then I'll take that as well, right? It says here, XRP may need to undergo a short sell-off period before confirming the upside down continuation setup as whales demonstrate bullishness. It says XRP price enters bull flag breakout stage. The so-called bull flag pattern develops when the price consolidates inside a parallel channel. My apologies, I have a cough drop in my mouth. That's so unprofessional, I know. It says here, consolidates inside a parallel channel after a strong uptrend. Shame on you, Alphanim, right? It resolves after the price breaks above the upper trend line with convincing volumes and rises by as much as the previous uptrend's height. As of November 26, XRP was trading above its bull flag's upper trend line, albeit accompanying weaker volumes that technically indicates a weaker conviction among traders about XRP's bullish continuation. Also, I keep in mind that any day XRP is one of those assets that can have some major news come out, shock the markets, and things can go up. It just works that way. Let's continue on. It says the duration of traders' indecisiveness could have XRP price test the flag's upper trend line as support. I was listening to see if I heard a knock on the door. One of my family members, right, playing this game, video game. And I'm walking past and I see the video game, just random. I see the video game and oh man, you know, when you get older and that curiosity starts to kick in, like, man, what kind of, let me, I can move I could win in this game. I'm moving the character around and I walk the character up to like across a bridge to a house. This is right before I come down here to film, by the way, right? I'm just messing around and not thinking it's anything serious. And the character teleports to a completely different map. I'm like, oh, and I don't know how to get back. So I hightailed it down to the studio and here I am. Oh, I'm going to hear all about it. When I get back up there, I'm going to hear all about it. Yeah, I definitely am. So I'm listening, to see if that knock is going to come at the door. You know, I might owe a wrestling match. I'm telling you now. I might owe one. Yeah. That's how it goes. Let's continue on here. Oh man, I'm probably gonna be subject to some revenge. Oh, it don't matter. I don't play any games anymore, so you can't get me that way. Now I have to be on the lookout because I know he's gonna get me back some kind of way. That means a decline towards 59 cents, coinciding with a historical support level and the 50-day exponential moving average by November. This level is also around XRP's downside target on the weekly time frame chart. XRP may then climb to 75 cents in December, over 20% from the current price levels. It doesn't matter. As long as it's going up, it's looking green, you know, it keeps people's spirits up, keeps their minds up, makes them feel good. I definitely feel good when I see that green. That's what's important. And we'll see if that occurs. We'll see. All right. But so far, everything's looking good for XRP, in my humble opinion, for XLM, as far as the setup, the big catalyst, the long-term picture. Right. That's where I am. That's where I'm positioned. So XRP looking good, in my humble opinion. XLM's looking good. Algorand, which we have a chapter coming up soon about Algorand. All right. So now let's move on here. Let's see. Oh, here we go with the Algorand chapter. So this article is titled Market Analyst Sees Algorand Skyrocketing 5,543% to an ambitious price of $7. Now, do I believe that that's possible in the future, given the right conditions, catalyst? Yes, I think Algorand can do that. Look at what it did in the last true bull run when we first began this channel, this journey. Look what it did then. And it has built so many more powerful partnerships. They're in deep with a lot of different banks and a lot of different very serious systems. And that's only going to continue. I don't think we've seen the half of what Algorand can do. Just my humble opinion, not financial advice, okay? I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. But I definitely think that that's possible. Yes, sure. So this is coming from one of our favorite analysts here. eGrag says, eGrag disclosed this ambitious price target in his latest Algorand analysis today. He called attention to the formation of a bullish W pattern on the weekly chart, with Algo seemingly looking to record the second part of the W in price trajectory. The formation of this W pattern aligns with an Elliott wave pattern recorded by the asset. Interestingly, the first part of the W structure saw Algorand register massive gains. This bullish momentum materialized in early 2020, nearly a year after the launch of the protocol. Then it says here, Algorand had dropped to a low. Pay attention to this, because this is what I was talking about before that last bull run, when everything was low, when people were saying Algorand was dead. Now people are sort of walked away from it again for a variety of different reasons. And I'm saying I think it's overlooked again. And the way it exploded before, I think it can do even more this time around. Once again, just my humble opinion. It says had dropped to a low of 10 cents, March 2020. However, the asset observed a 5-wave structure afterward, hitting a high of $2.82 in November 2021. Remember, I told you in the last video yesterday, go look at those charts about what Algorand did. Man, let me tell you something. Wonderful gains were made. Oh, my word. We got Algorand very, very, very low, right? And we stuck with it. We did the research on it. We saw it was potent, like we did a lot of different coins. You can go back and look at those videos and you can see that for yourself. And but this is, let me tell you, a flood of people telling me, hey, Mick, this is trash. Algorand it's a ish coin, and you know how they say that stuff. But we stuck with it, kept doing the research, and then Boom. It was like the shortly into 2021. Everything went boom. Algorand went boom. Then it went boom. Then it went boom again. And it went all the way up to this $2.82. Now look at where it is now. You see time sometimes, you know, they have this phrase where it says time doesn't repeat itself, but it oftentimes rhymes. I think this time it may do the same or a little bit bigger. I'm looking forward to and expecting to make some good gains off Algorand again. Let's make that clear, right? 10 cents. It went from 10 cents to $2.82. Let that sink in for a minute. I remain bullish on Algorand, but we'll see. I could be wrong, but I don't think that I am. I think all the evidence is pointing in the direction of it being even more bullish than before. Just think about this. I'll just take this one little thing, just one. They've done many, but before, Algorand didn't even have all of those banks in Italy, nor the insurance companies in Italy as well. I'm just taking that one. And it went to $2.82. Now, imagine what it can do this next time around with that type of news out there that the masses don't know about, but it definitely will come back out. And what if they start to actualize on that in conjunction with the bull run? If they start to actualize on those systems and they got Algorand flowing through those systems at the same time as a bull run, and retail is also getting in on it, you know, retail whales and such that really move the price. Those two things combined together, it could be explosive because it did $2.82 without all of that other stuff that they've been building with these banking systems and insurance companies and real estate companies and healthcare companies. You know, they've come a tremendously long way since then. All right. So, yes, I think it's possible. We'll see if it happens, though. All right. So now let's move on here to another one of our old school utility coins that I keep my eye on. I have no Cardano right now, but like I said, just the same way I said with Solana, the same way I said with Chainlink, if the time comes I get bullish enough, I'll jump in at the right time. And I certainly did with Solana and Chainlink, I'm telling you now. And I think Chainlink has a little bit more to go. I don't know if it's going to go, you know, a little bit more soon, but I just know in the future, I'm super bullish on Chainlink. I think the same thing with Cardano. I'm keeping my eye on Cardano. I would jump in. Give me the right catalyst. Give me one or two very, very solid catalysts. And I would jump in on Cardano. I would. And, you know, I understand people who are holding Cardano as well. I understand that. It's another one that went boom in the last bull run. The likes, I mean, you see, but Cardano, it was loved. It was like the opposite of Algorand. So when I spoke on it, there wasn't a lot of pushback on it. I'll say in the real world, when I talked to people in the real world, they just ignored me when I talked about Cardano. It was mind blowing. It was so crazy. They were so focused on Bitcoin, and there was something on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and there was something else. They just ignored when I said, hey, listen, this thing Cardano here is very low. This is in the real world, not on, you know, on YouTube or whatever. I'm like, this thing Cardano was really low. It's interesting. It's got a lot. It's very potent. This is when Cardano was super low. People just ignored it. I'm like, okay, well, I keep on doing my research. I went in on Cardano myself personally. I went in on Cardano heavy. And then boom, 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 boom. You know, like, this is what I'm saying. So when you do research and you see something and you know, deep within your mind that this is potent, it can go somewhere, you got to stick with it, because it's not a lot of times people are going to walk with you, or they may not even listen to you. They may try to tell you that it's bad, and you may have a winner on your hands, and you need to walk your own path in order to secure that victory. And Cardano was another one of those. So I believe in it. I believe in it. I believe in its ecosystem. What do you call the people that support the ecosystem? Like its community. Its community is well, it was powerful. I don't know if it is anymore. I don't know what their communities are doing. I don't really keep up with too many communities. I don't. But their community was very supportive and very strong. And they have been doing a lot of building. I don't know if they've actualized on any of their building, but I know Charles Hoskinson is definitely still very fired up to make Cardano the absolute best that it could possibly be. And so you have things like this here. This article here is titled "Cardano Makes AI Progress with the First Internet Generative Chatbot, Cardano GPT." That's pretty good. Good job. Cardano GPT, a project developing a suite of artificial intelligence powered products on the Cardano blockchain has successfully deployed the first internet-enabled generative chatbot in beta testing. Go ahead, Cardano, do what you got to do. I like it. Says Girolamo, named after the famed Italian mathematician and physician Girolamo Cardano, would supply answers to a wide range of topics, ranging from industry to day-to-day questions and inquiries. Users can also prompt Girolamo to generate and interpret images. It's a good start. Cardano's foray into AI dates back to 2021 when Grace, the AI robot developed by Awakening Health, a joint venture between Hanson Robots and SingularityNet, Cardano's blockchain partner, was unveiled. The close integration of blockchain and AI remains at the forefront of the collaboration between SingularityNet and Cardano. All right, so looking good over there. Let's move on here. So now we have a little bit of Solana news, a little bit of Chainlink news. Here's a little random. Another little random tidbit, right? It always feels like when I'm trying to like grow my beard in, it grows super slow. But if I don't pay attention, then it just grows super fast. When I don't want to have a full beard, it grows in super fast. Maybe it's just a mental thing, right? I'm pretty sure it's a mental thing, right? But I just noticed that. Like, I'm like, okay, I want to grow my beard in and do something different with it. It seems like it's taking forever, and it just makes you scratch your head like, what the heck is going on here? You know, I'm taking all the same vitamins. I'm doing all the same things. I usually do oil it up. You know what I mean? I don't know. As you get older, you know, you just start noticing things with your body, you know. You don't heal the same way either. That's another thing. I was jumping over somebody. Don't ask me why I was jumping over somebody. I was jumping over somebody. I was jumping over somebody and I banged my knee. And, you know, it's like, you feel that pain, like, it hurts. And let me tell you something. 2-3 years ago, banged my knee. 2-3 years ago, I would have been better in about a day and a half. No problems. That knee would have healed up. I'm going to tell you right now, it's been like maybe a week and a half later. My knee is still a little bit sore. It's healed up a little bit, but it's taking some time. As you get older, you start to have to realize your limitations. Like, as things start changing, you got to, and if you want to be athletic, you have to start changing the nature of the things that you do. Some things may have to increase. Like, for instance, you may have to stretch more, way more, much more stretching, much more warming up, get that blood flowing. You know, this is not advice. It's not advice. Most of you're out there, if you're doing wrestling or MMA or boxing, you have coaches. Listen to your coach, listen to your doctors. This is not advice. I'm just sharing. But more stretching, make sure you're getting your vitamins and water. Make sure you're getting your water. That's something I got to really make sure that I keep up with. Sometimes I'm good with keeping up with drinking enough water. Sometimes I'm not. You know, it just blows my mind. I'm like, I grab a bottle of water, you know, a cup of water, and then I just forget the rest of the day. I got so much business going on. Life is so busy. And then I'm like, oh man, I didn't get enough water. But if you're going to be athletic, if you're going to be active, you have to get that water in. It's just how it is. Just how it is. You know, every day we learn, every day we grow. I definitely do. So every day we have to try. So anyways, let's get back here. So a little bit of Solana and Chainlink news. We'll close out with this here because I have to get to the members only video. This one here, it says Solana and Link set to double next month. I don't know why they make that sound like a guarantee, but it's interesting that they think that it's going to do such. It says here, only a few investors anticipated that the price outbreak of Solana over the last few weeks. Well, we definitely called it on this channel. I'll tell you that much. You can go back and watch those videos when Solana was way down, and we read some articles where people were saying Solana was dead, and then it went boom. But the reason I was bullish on Solana before it went boom is because of the different partnerships it was building. Same thing with Chainlink. It says in 2 months, the price of Sol increased by more than 250% to reach a multi-year high of $67.50. However, the Solana price suffered a pullback in November and dropped back to $56. It's still way above where it was when we first began talking about it, which was like, what's $17, $17 or $16, something like that. I don't know. It was super low. That's all I know. It says, despite the recent pullback, the pseudonymous analyst Blunts has remained bullish on Sol. All right, you made me laugh with that name. Okay, yeah, you got it. You get points for that. According to Blunts, the Solana rally. Listen, crypto knows how to have a good time. That much I'll say. They know how to have fun and hang loose. The Solana rally is not over. I agree with that. I don't know when it picks up again. I don't proclaim that. I just know in the future time, I think Solana is going to be very powerful. And they definitely have convinced me of that. It says, and the altcoin is set to rally again. The prediction shared by the analysts suggests that the next leg of Solana price rally will take its price to $80 and beyond. I'm all for it. Let's do it. I could use some more of those Solana gains. Let's go. It says there have been even more bullish predictions for Solana in the coming months. Jacob Canfield has ranked Sol as one of the best cryptocurrencies to invest in ahead of Ethereum. Yeah, I would. Listen, no shade at Ethereum because Ethereum is going to make its money. We all know that. It has its place. But I think Solana is going to be more bullish than Ethereum in the future. I just do. I think Algorand and I think Hedera, all those smart contract platforms, they are very, very bullish. I'll just leave it at that. They've built a lot. They've done a lot. They've come a long way. It says Canfield set a price target of up to $1,000 for Solana in the next bull run. Whoa. All right. Hey, I'll take it. I hope it gets there. Sure. It says here, they were supposed to have a little Chainlink piece. Okay. Oh, here's Chainlink. Here we go. We'll close out with this here. Okay. So like Solana, Chainlink has been on an ascent in the last 2 months. The price of Link has increased from $6.80 in September to over $16.40 in November. Although there has been a brief retracement back to $14.50, analysts have remained bullish on Link. I still remain bullish as well. They have suggested an extension of his gains by up to 200%. One of the reasons the surging institutional interest is the surging institutional interest in the Chainlink crypto. And we all know they have major things going on with Chainlink right now. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, folks, let's get to the money.